Alright, what is up, Ninja Nation? It's Bowman 9000, aka the Trump Ninja, and I'm hitting you guys today with some NBA 2K16 information. Today we're going to go over a breakdown of the 2K Pro-Am trailer that just released from 2K on their YouTube. We're going to go over some things, and we're just going to let the video play. Whenever I see something that's very interesting that I think we should point out and pay attention to, I'll pause the video and explain myself. Hopefully I catch every single little minute detail I possibly can as I'm watching this for maybe the third time at this point. I should be able to get it all. Let's do it. Alright, so it looks like 2K is still staying with the iconic intro that they've been using for at least the last couple of years now. So we're gonna keep seeing this. You guys have seen it on Shakedown 2012's YouTube channel with some different music, but this is really the 2K official. When they want to do something real nice, real pretty, they hook this up for you guys. Stop the boat! Instant matchmaking is something that we in the 2K community have been asking for the longest time. Ever since the new age consoles, the next gen consoles came out, we've been sitting on this got next kind of thing, which we all understand the concept. You know, you go to the park, you're gonna wait to play a game. If I'm sitting down in my air-conditioned house looking at a TV screen, I don't want to wait to play a game. It was cool at first for the first few times, and after the first couple months it's like, alright, I just want to get into a game with my homies, I just want to play. So here's what they've done. They've thrown it right up on the screen. The first thing they show you, instant matchmaking. They've cut right to the chase in this promo, telling you exactly what they want you to know. Great job, 2K.
Down the city.
Okay, so now we're in somebody's locker room. Now, I don't know if this is the generic screen you see when it's matchmaking or when you load into your own locker room with your crew. Do I dare say that crew word? It's pretty much crew is what it seems like. But I don't know if this, can you change this logo that's down at the bottom? Is it always gonna say Pro Jam? Can it say your custom logo, which we'll get into in a minute? But all 5 players have loaded in wearing whatever they normally wear out on the park. Also in the back there, underneath the double zeros, looks like if you read closely, it says leaderboards. There's a picture of a dude in a blue shirt, and it looks like a leaderboard, right? Is that the leaderboard that is to the whole thing? Like the top crew is right there, and is that the crew leader to the left there? Is that the crew leader's avatar right there at Myplayer? Because if so, that is amazing recognition. They're gonna get recognized throughout the whole console. Now, I don't know if this is broken down by console. I don't know if this is leaderboard just straight up period in terms of the stats here, but we'll find out as they release more details. Let's keep it moving. That's great recognition by 2K for the community.
I gotta hold down the city.
Okay, I did want to pause right here because they also want to flash it in front of your eyes one more time. No waiting, comma, games start immediately. So, what does that really mean? If I go into my locker room with my homies, boop, 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 we all load in. How long do I wait in between seeing us load in and seeing is there another team going to be on the other side of the locker room popping in front of us as well? So it'd be like a V of players, 10 players on the screen at once, like you do on Team Up. And also there's something about this I wanted to point out too. If you look all the way down the corridor here, I think that's the leaderboard. If so, that's twice so far we've seen a leaderboard, and we haven't even seen the gameplay yet. But also the third thing about this screen, is this something that you see, is this cutscene you see every time going into a match? Can this be customized? Will they be doing different things rolling, you know, as they run through the corridor? Or will you see this every single time basically saying, here we go, next?
Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city.
Stop. This looks like crew also, but this looks like something that's very familiar in 2K15, the Jordan Rec Center. It looks exactly like the Jordan Rec Center. There's 4 courts, right, there's 4 courts, and there's that leaderboard again. Is that the third instance we've seen a leaderboard, or is that the same leaderboard we saw in the very last clip? I don't know. At least this is the second leaderboard I've seen. It looks like it shows the team name, the team emblem, which is super freaking cool. One other thing before we go on, all of these logos look exactly the same. Does that mean that if you're viewing the whole court, you don't see everyone's custom logo. You just see a generic logo until you load in. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Stop! Right here. I know we just talked about instant matchmaking, but if you look down right pretty much in the middle of your screen, you see a referee, which is awesome. We got refs back. But you also see a player. There is a player standing there on the sideline, which looks to be like got next. And also, is that another leaderboard? Is that the same leaderboard? We've seen the leaderboard 4 times. That's very important that we see the leaderboards. They're trying to let you know the stats will be tracked. Keep it moving.
The sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath.
Yep, so here's a good close-up of the leaderboard. Daily, monthly, and overall leaderboards. So looks like this will be refreshed daily. Looks like Ronnie 2K is on here. LD 2K is on here. It looks like they show the avatar of the team leader. So therefore you see his name. You don't have to be a YouTuber to get that recognition. I think that is amazing. They show his stats, which is 32 points. Again, I'm getting off track. Anyway, also, if you look on this leaderboard, I just wanted to point out something hilarious. Alright, here's another list of the power rankings. So we got the power racing. If you look closely real quick, you'll see that you can, I guess, hit left and right trigger, or L2 and R2 if you're on PS4 to see all time. I guess it will go through all time, the monthly leader, the daily leader, etc. And if you hit the right and left bumpers, or L1 and R1 on the PS4, you will, I guess, be able to flip through Eastern, West Coast. Will you be able to see it by region? European? We don't know. We don't know what that is going to be using L1, R1, or the left and right bumper. I also want to point out the number 6 group down here called Gimme Your VC. Now, I could be totally speculating here, but I don't know. Are we alluding to stage? Can that happen? Because that's the only place where you can tell somebody, gimme your VC, is if you play on the stage and you win and you take the other people's VC. That'll be very interesting. Can you take these same players and take them to the stage? I don't know. But let's continue. I could be totally putting that out of my butt. Let's keep it moving.
That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born.
Stop. So they just showed us something that said completely customize your team. Right here, it looks like we have seen the trophy down here. On the court, there's a picture of Steph Curry. They really wanted to hype up Curry since he's the MVP, and they just won the finals, which is amazing. So let's look down the side here, because you can change the arena, which is amazing. All right, so it looks like what we got is a floor pattern and color section, which right now they're showing the wood pattern, which is standard. You can change the outside perimeter, the inside perimeter, the dark, I'm not exactly sure what, inside perimeter, the apron you can actually change. The free throw circle outside key, the free throw circle inside key, the outside key, and the inside key. You can change literally everything that has a color or texture on the court itself. You can change that. That is amazing. Will you be able to see that from rec? Or wait a second. Oh, I'm totally realizing this now. So you can, it looks like Jordan Rec Center, I guess, until you go into a game. And then you don't see everybody else's court playing. You go to your own server, I think. Could that be a thing? We're going to our own server where there's only your court. All the stanchions are built up. The arena's built up around you with the seats. They're probably going to be filled. I hope that you'd be playing in front of a crowd. That would be lame if you weren't playing in front of a crowd. That's part of the whole thing, is playing in front of people and hearing the crowd go ooh and ah and stuff like that. So let's keep it moving. Now, I don't know if you guys peeped it, but the picture did change. Over there, right about the middle of the screen, where you normally see the advertisements. If you're watching basketball on TV, you'll see the NTNT, the Twitter logos are there. The picture changed from one picture of Steph Curry to another picture of Steph Curry. Can you edit each picture that shows up right there? That would be amazing.
I grin. Victory is my.
Whoa, so they just went through something real quick. They're just showing you really quick, design your arena from the ground up. You can change every color. We've already went over this, the floor pattern and colors. Let's just keep this moving.
Objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory. No.
Whoa. You guys can't even, I I stopped it too late, but you can change even what's above. You can change the Jumbotron, if you will. You can change what is shown on the Jumbotron above. So I guess when you zoom down into the court, you can actually see what's happening. You have control over that. That is really, really fantastic. You can also change over here, like I said, yes you can. The scorers table can be changed. The advertisement 1, advertisement 2, 3, 4, etc. Looks like you can have a total of 6 advertisements that play right here on the scorers table, which is amazing. Wow, that's fantastic. I wonder what I would even put there. Do I have that many things to put there? Someone will, I guarantee you.
Pay no gain, these are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense.
So we're customizing our team name, which seems more of a given here. Of course, we should be able to name our team. Now, something down in the bottom of this dialog box, they have the customary iconic autofill features if you're having trouble making a name, or if you pop down here, these are names that the announcers and such will be able to say. I don't think there'll be announcers in this mode. That seems irrelevant because I'm going to be talking with my buddies anyway. It's 5-on-5. I don't want to hear the announcers. But maybe there's an aspect that can be said over an intercom, over the PA system. You know, if you pick a last name, if you pick a team name or a city name that's in this box, it can be said, which adds another aspect to the game. That's amazing. Also, if you look in the background of this picture, the difference between the last picture and the current picture, the seats are a different color. Last time they were a yellow color, this time they're a red color. So I have an idea that you can change the color of the seats, which is amazing.
God sent, you gon' have to defend my crossover. It's vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the.
You can now upload a custom logo, so no longer are we held back by the generic logos. I'm sure there'll be much better logos in this version of 2K than in previous versions, but you can upload your custom logos. I'm assuming that's through a 2K account, which we pretty much all have. If you have a Myplayer, you have a 2K account, so I wouldn't worry about that before you hop in. You're already taken care of there.
On the back of the rim, your style is a flavor foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was.
These courts look amazing. Look at those guys down there. Are they zombies? It's a Halloween court. The stuff that you can do in this game seems fantastic. Wowzers.
Say it now, you slacking in goaltending, my actions are bone.
Create your jersey, which also seems like a given, but I'm glad they are stating the obvious. If you want somebody to know something, you gotta state the obvious. They're telling you create your own jersey. And if this jersey creation is anything like the arena creation, this is gonna be fantastic. You're gonna have complete control over everything.
Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road.
Yes, looks like you got images, looks like you've got the font you can change. We're going down, we can show the second player name. What does that even mean? The jersey front number, the jersey back number you can change. I guess you can have them be 2 different fonts, which is amazing. You can change your logos to your jersey, so you can have a logo that is one set of colors, and I guess on the jersey you can make it a different set of colors. You can also choose to have jersey shorts number, which is cool as well. And you can change exactly the size of the number. So you can see here where the last name doesn't quite fit. I'm guessing you can change the size of that as well. That's amazing. Let's keep it moving.
Win it, roll, win it.
Look at that. Yes, you can change the team color. You just saw it go in and out. You can scale whatever that team name is to fit within the boundaries of your jersey. So these look fantastic. These looks like the Sonics jerseys when Sean Kemp was there. I play my team a lot, so I definitely recognize his jersey, at least the bottoms. And you can have the number down at the bottom, like I said before.
I gotta hold down the city.
Grab your friends and hit the hardwood. They are driving the point home to use the matchmaking and to not stay on Got Next. This is great for us. You can grab your friends, get in a party, all join in at once, boom, you're in a match. No more waiting. I would love to play this mode. Fantastic.
Gotta let you know where I come from.
So here we are, all standing there in our team colors. Everyone has their own shoes, their own flair for their shoes. There's that leaderboard again that you see to the right. Also, maybe in this view you can view the leaderboard up close in this fashion, but I think it's still fantastic.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold.
All right, so now looks like, wait a second, there are people in the stands as they zoom down. That is great. You can see 2 different sets of jerseys. You can see Steph Curry. He looks great down there, actually pasted onto the court. And on the scorers table here, he looks great. Look, that picture looks fantastic. That's amazing for us. And there are people in the stands. Did I say there are people in the stands? I don't think you guys had that in Crew. Those of you that have played Crew back in 2K13, I don't know if we had that. I don't think so. Now, we're getting into gameplay. This gameplay looks like the trailer for 2K15, I believe. The trailer for 2K15, they had KD doing a very, very similar move here. So as long as you can post up without being stripped immediately or bumped into immediately, this will be a fantastic spin-off move. So it looks like the spin moves are still there. You can go right into the paint. So yeah, let's look at the face here. You can actually see a little bit of detail on his face. The haircut looks a lot better. I don't think this is a haircut that's really available on 2K15. He's looking like he's making a grimacing face as he goes and turns around his body straight to the basket. So far so good. There's a guy who looks like he's not really in the play in the background. He's just looking at his teammate go to work. So we'll see what that looks like in game. Now, I wanted to stop right here. Look at this jersey in the bottom right corner. This is great. That's great for us to see that. Different kinds of jerseys. The stadium looks filled. I did want to talk about that animation, but before we talk about that animation that is popping off over there, look on the left side of the screen. You guys are seeing media that is no longer doing the exact same thing. Normally in the previous 2Ks, all the media, they do the exact same thing. They normally don't stand up. They're just sitting there and you see their cameras there. Looks like there's 3 different media poses that we can see right here. There's a guy that's on the left who's on the kneeling position with his camera pointed straight out, looking at the action. There's a guy standing up, looking down the sights of his camera, and there's a guy on the left side, or the right side if you will, with his camera down. Maybe he's looking for a shot, or he realizes he doesn't have a shot. There's a couple other things I want to point out about this. All the way to the left side, you can see a guy, you can see the slither. I can see it here on my screen. He looks like he's wearing a Sixers jersey. I don't know if Sixers jerseys really belong here, but they just kind of filled it in. As long as there are people in the stands and they get up and cheer, I don't care. Fantastic. The other thing I wanted to point out on the right side of the screen, looks like there's a bench. Why would there be a bench if there are only 5 players in your lobby or in your team and there's 5 players on the other team? There are people sitting on the bench. I'm gonna need some more clarification on that. Because I don't see why we would have a bench there. It fills up the arena. I totally get it. It fills up the shot to have those players there, but there are no bench players. There's only 5 of us. I would love a better explanation of that. Now, let's get to 2 more things. Socks. Looks like there are 2 different kinds of socks here that we can see. Looks like the mid-range socks here. Looks like the Army Fatigue guy is wearing on the left, and then also our Team Curry guy is wearing the longer edition socks. Now that we're looking at the Team Curry guy, you can see he's making a different face, kind of like the LeBron face when he rolls to the basket, and look, he's blowing all of this air out of his mask, out of his face. As you can hear, you can almost feel how much air is being pressed out. He's working hard here. You can see a different facial expression, which is fantastic here. Now, I wanted to talk about this animation. This looks like an animation that is also in 2K15. Players that I've seen pull off this animation, I've seen Jamal Crawford pull off this animation. I've seen a KD kind of pull off this animation. I've also seen the notorious Kobe Bryant, all versions of his My Team card, had pulled off this animation, and a lot of times they go in. Is this one of those animations that the defender's got his hands up, and no matter what, even if the Team Curry guy's back is to the basket, it still kind of scoops up and finds its way to fall in? I don't know how I feel about seeing this animation in this cutscene. I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's still early, but I did want to point that out, that we have seen this animation before, and if it has the same outcome, look out. Let's keep it moving. Yep. Alright, so we're looking here. Play with your Myplayer, walk on, or form a team with friends. So yes, there's that walk on feature you can talk about if you really are jonesing to get a game in, but you don't have your friends or your boys that you normally play with, or girls. You can wait for a spot. Now, I don't know how that really works. What are the logistics behind waiting for a spot? If I'm in a game with my friends and there's also a game, right, where there's 10 people on the court playing, and I see 2 people standing on got next. Do I see the 2 people, or do I only see one person? Does that one person see other people standing next to him on got next? I'm also believing that they're probably getting rid of the terminology of got next, but we'll see what happens. So the next thing we'll see is NBA style basketball, including timeouts and fouls. That seems like a given, but hopefully more of the fouls are being called. This is really going to be like an NBA game. Fantastic. They want to draw the point home here, no waiting, instant matchmaking against similarly ranked opponents. That is a huge deal here. They waited till the end to say that last piece or throw the last jab in there, against similarly ranked opponents. So if you guys are all, not juicing your players right away, working up through the My Career feature and getting your overalls up, and you guys all have between an 80 and an 85 overall, hopefully the matchmaking exists so that you will also be matched up somewhere between an 80 and an 85 team. That'll be great. So you're not going against 99 overalls day one out the gate and getting smashed, because that's what happened to me on my first day out on the park in 2K15. I don't know about you guys, but I got wrecked by some 99 overalls. Fully customizable team designer. Upload images or choose from customizable logos. We've definitely gone all over about that. But that's the last part. And now make your team really your team. This is gonna be fantastic. I believe this is the end of the video. Let's just let it play out and see what else there is in store, if anything. Yep, so that looks like that's the end of the video. I did cut that part out. There is nothing really there to see. This has been Boneman 9000 with I think a great breakdown. Maybe I pointed out some things that you missed. Maybe I pointed out and shed some light or my opinion on some things that you didn't miss. Hopefully there'll be more news and logistical data coming out about this game mode soon. I'm shaky on some of the logistical stuff, but we'll find out. Until next time, this has been Boneman 9000. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch, on YouTube. I post on YouTube. I stream almost daily on Twitch. That's www.twitch.tv/Boneman9000. I'm there every Sunday evening through Friday evening. I'm off on Saturdays. That is where you see some great content there as well. And until next time, I am out of here. Peace.